Hi, Jefferson Santos here, seven-figure entrepreneur and author of the book, Higher Life Design. And today I want to talk to you about how do you regain your confidence, or how do you even gain confidence? I get that question a lot. And one of the things that I do that I learned this like 10 years ago is, write down the little wins that you get every day, or we like to call them sprouts. Sprouts is evidence of what's to come. It's like, a farmer out there, he or she is planting seeds and all of a sudden something sprouts out of the ground, right? And that's a good thing. But a lot of us, what happens is that we see a little sprout and then we kind of stomp on it. And here's what I mean by that. A farmer wouldn't do that, but here's what I mean by that. What we do is we're like, oh yeah, I just did this great presentation, I did this great business meeting, but this did happen, or whatever. Like the sprout is, hey, we did this great presentation, this great business meeting, or whatever. But then when you do the but, that's when you squash your sprout. And when you squash your sprout, then there's no way for it to even grow. And let me kind of break sprouts down for a second, okay? And I got a little acronym for you, all right, from my book here. So sprouts. So S stands for stop. Sometimes you need to stop and actually block time to think about what you're thinking about, okay? And it's important that Bill Gates does this. He has like think weeks. Now I know that's different. That's like, maybe for us we can do think days or think hours, but he has like think weeks where he takes a week to think about stuff. Maybe you don't have that much time, but stop and actually think about stuff, because we're so distracted these days. We don't even have time to think about things. Literally every few minutes we're distracted, and then it takes 11 minutes to get back in the zone, or concentrated back to the task that we were doing. Okay, so that's one thing, and this is how you nurture your sprouts. You grow and gain the confidence. So P is for ponder. Okay, now you start to think about. You're thinking about, like, why is it that I keep on doing this, or why is it that I like to do this, right? Or why is it I'm always avoiding this? So you have to do that, okay? And then R is record, because Earl Nightingale talks about the ideas are like slippery fish, right? You gotta gaff them with a pencil and get them on paper. And so you need to be able to record what you did that day. That, like, even if you got a front parking space at Target that day, that's a quick win, whatever those things are. Because see, what I did is I would look back, a week in my organizer or a month back, and see all the things that happened throughout the week and throughout the month, and all the positive things that happened. This meeting went well, and I got this parking spot over here. And so those things start to stack, like psychologically stack in your mind as well, because sometimes we get to the end of a week and we're like, man, what happened this week? We kind of feel like the week, maybe we didn't move the needle that week in business or whatever. But if you really look back and if you record your sprouts, you could see that, wow, you actually did accomplish something. You did get some forward progress in some areas of your life, right? And so the next one is O, optimize. And so you need to be able to spend enough time to actually make a decision, because sometimes we're so distracted and we're so like trying to multitask, which really is kind of a myth, actually. If you're multitasking among several things, it's like 40% less concentration when you're trying to multitask. And so you want to focus on one thing and be effective at it and actually get it done so you can move to the next thing. And so you got to optimize and stop trying to multitask and focus on one thing, get it done right with excellence, and then move on to the next thing. And so we're talking about sprouts, S-P-R-O, now, utilize. And so you want to be able to utilize the resources that you have around you, because literally everything you need is around you. Whether it's a phone call away, a relationship that you've got, a business contact that you have, maybe a book that you have in your shelf or whatever. A lot of the answers that you're looking for are right there around you, and the resources are there. So make sure you utilize the resources that you already have, because it might be right there underneath your nose. And T is track. Track what you do, okay? Track the measurement of your sprouts. Is your sprout growing? Obviously, an easy way to do that is you water your sprouts by, talking good things about it, by talking to other people about it, by asking for help, okay? And then S is share, which I kind of moved into that. Share is talk about your sprouts and share your sprouts, because see, an acorn tree, the average acorn tree in a lifetime produces about 13.5 million acorns in a lifetime. Now that's not even counting all the acorns and all the acorn trees that are going to come out of those 13.5 million acorns. So you can see we're getting into the billions, if not trillions of acorns, eventually, right? But it all starts with that one sprout. And so the take-home message here is this, is write down all the quick wins that you have every day. You know, if you use Evernote app or you have an organizer or whatever you do in your apps or your organizer, write those things down because they start to stack up over a week, over a month, over a year. And you start to see that, you know what, you are making progress. Don't be so hard on yourself for not, making $1 gazillion in 3 weeks or something like that, right? So sprouts is evidence of what's to come, all right? And look forward to teaching you some more great tips to help you move the needle in your life and add value to your life. Until next time, see you on the next video.